Is I just did like 3 flights of stairs.
There you go. See, you're all ready.
Yeah, I am.
All right. Well, let's have fun. I'm going to mute everybody. Oh my goodness. So usually it's my dogs and today it's the cat with a toy. So you might hear that in the background here. So when you're ready, everyone just come to the top of the mat. Again, if there's any issues with internet or whatever, just message me and we'll figure it out. We should be okay though. So I'm going to throw in my music here. And again, listen to your body. Use weights, don't use weights, doesn't matter. You'll still feel this and you'll still be moving, which is the most important thing. All right. So meeting at the top of our mats in mountain pose. Nice strong feet here. Maybe you can rock back and forth. Maybe we move our feet further together, maybe a little bit further apart, whatever makes you feel more stable and comfortable here. We can roll our shoulders back and down. Maybe that feels really good. Maybe you want to do that a couple times before you settle in. Maybe we shrug our shoulders and let them go. Just release any tension here that you are holding on to. Palms can face forward, ready to receive. Maybe we close our eyes for a breath or two here. Starting with that cleansing breath, nice inhale in, filling up all the spaces in our body. And exhale, really sigh it out, let it go. Beautiful, and then just starting to relax deeper into this pose. Maybe feel the strength of your feet on the mat. Can you notice what parts of your feet are connected to the ground beneath you? Maybe you can feel your head rising up towards the sky. Maybe we lengthen our spine just a little bit. And just starting to notice your breath for a moment or two here. How does it feel this morning? When you breathe in, maybe your chest expands, maybe your belly rises. Either one is fine. Beautiful. Maybe on our next exhale, we let our shoulders release away from our ears a little bit more. Beautiful. And then on our next breath, we're just going to slowly wake ourselves up here. Maybe we wiggle our fingers and our toes. Maybe we rock back and forth. If our eyes are closed, we can slowly bat them open. Maybe we can look from side to side, or maybe we even tip our ear to our opposite, our ear to shoulder here. I'm going to apologize to the cat because I know you can hear him. Beautiful. And then we're going to take a couple nice cleansing breaths here. Inhaling nice and slow, really reaching up to the sky. Exhaling down through heart center. Beautiful. One more time. Inhaling nice and slow up to the sky. And then as we exhale, finding that cactus back bend, if that feels okay, really squeezing our shoulder blades together here. Again, we can rock side to side. Spring fever in the house today. Beautiful. Inhaling our arms up overhead, exhaling them down through heart center. We're going to find just a nice gentle twist this morning. Left hand on our low back, right hand just outside or along our thigh here, just twisting open to the left. Beautiful. Back through center and then over to the other side. Beautiful. Coming back through center. Maybe we find a chest expansion while standing here. We can interlace our fingers, opposite elbows, holding onto that beach ball, squeezing our shoulder blades together. Spine is rising up, heart shining forward. And again, you can find stillness. Maybe we rock a little side to side. Beautiful. We can let that go. We can shake that out. Finding our mountain pose here. We're going to inhale our arms up to the sky. Exhaling, bending our knees, hinging at our hips. Swan dive, forward fold here. Holding this fold for a breath or two. Really letting our body be heavy on our thighs. Neck is heavy towards the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on shins or thighs. Exhale, fold, planting our hands, left foot to the back of the mat, lowering that left knee, right knee over our ankle, rising up into a low lunge here. Opening up the hip flexors. Beautiful. Exhale, folding forward, right knee meets left, finding tabletop for a breath, fingertips spread nice and wide. Inhaling, and then as we exhale, lower our bellies, heart shining forward, cow. Exhale, really rounding into our cat pose here. Inhaling to cow. Exhaling to cat. Beautiful. 2 more times through. And last time through. Beautiful. Coming back to center. We're going to reach the other foot back this time. And then bring it all the way through, finding the low lunge on the other side. So rising up, maybe letting our hips settle a little bit more. Maybe opening up this right hip flexor a little bit more. You can walk your foot forward a little bit, whatever feels good here. Beautiful. Exhaling, folding forward. Left knee meets right. Finding that tabletop. And then we're going to walk our feet back, fingertips spread nice and wide, wrists are underneath our shoulders, and we're going to find our kneeling plank. Now, if you'd like to find your chaturanga push-ups in full plank, I invite you to do so. You can also tuck your toes in your kneeling plank. That's going to turn on your lower abdominal muscles. So maybe playing with that tucked or untucked, whatever feels better. We're going to inhale here. As we exhale, lower halfway, elbows into ribs, and then pressing back up for 7 more. 7, 6. Spine is nice and tall here. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Beautiful. Maybe we hinge back to a child's pose. Maybe keeping our arms active, or you can lower them down to the mat, really stretching out our shoulders here. Beautiful. Inhaling, floating forward like a wave. We're going to find our plank or our kneeling plank. So whichever one you'd prefer to be in, I'll show you in both. We're going to bring the right knee in, the left knee in, then we're going to tap the left toe and then the right toe. If you're in kneeling plank, it's the same thing. And then tapping out to the side and out to the side. Beautiful. So finding 8 rounds of that, fingertips spread nice and wide, shoulders over wrists. Belly button into spine, protracting our shoulders, pulling our shoulder blades away from our spine here. In, tap, tap. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Beautiful. And then when you finish that round, hinging your hips up and back, finding that downward facing dog. Beautiful. Bending our knees. Spine is nice and tall here. Maybe we pedal this out. Maybe we rock our hips from side to side. Beautiful. Holding downward dog for a breath. Bending our knees, walking our feet to the top of the mat, finding that forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, bending down, reaching up to the sky. And exhaling, mountain pose. Beautiful. I'm going to grab my sip of water. Finding our mountain pose here. We're going to just gently grab for our weights if you want to use them. If not, that's okay too. So bending our knees, safely grabbing our weights here. Weights to heart center. Feet can be hips distance apart, a little bit closer together. Again, whatever feels good in your body. Inhale to create length, exhale, belly button into spine, lowering our hips in our imaginary chair. And we're gonna find our chair squats. We're gonna lift not all the way up to the sky and then lower for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it down here, little pulses down. 8, pulsing with our hips. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful, holding in that imaginary chair. We're gonna root into our right leg as we tap the left toes out and in for 8, 7, your right glute should start talking about now. Maybe it's just mine. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful, coming back to center, holding that baby chair, tapping the right toe out this time for 8. Really rooting into that left foot, feeling that left glute. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Beautiful, coming back to our chair. If you need to rise and come back into it, that's okay too. We're gonna reach our arms back, palms can face in. Doesn't really matter, squeezing our shoulder blades together here. And as we exhale, we're gonna lift our arms forward. Reaching back to that airplane and then forward. Trying not to use momentum here, really using the strength of your arms. For 5 more. 4, 3, 2, beautiful. 1, holding them back, palms facing up this time, elbows straight, just a slight micro bend, and we're gonna pulse up, really work our triceps here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful, hands to heart center. We're gonna rise up out of that. Maybe we shake it out. Beautiful, and then we're gonna drop our weights to either sides of our mat here. Rising all the way up. We're gonna inhale up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold, planting our hands, stepping back into our downward facing dog. Beautiful, in downward facing dog, we're gonna inhale our right leg to the sky. And we're gonna find our core flow. So we're gonna exhale, shoulders over ribs, 3-legged plank, knee to chest. Beautiful, rising back up, 3-legged dog. Flowing that in, shoulders over wrists. Beautiful. 2 more times. And the last time through. And then reaching that right foot between our hands, safely grabbing our weights and rising up into our low lunge. Maybe we lift our arms to the sky for a breath. We can keep them at heart center. Beautiful, coming back to heart center. Maybe we heel toe in a little bit here for a lunge. Now know that if the lunge is not feeling good today, stay in crescent, it's okay. Beautiful. Arms to either sides of us, palms facing forward. We're gonna find a bicep curl at the top of the lunge. So we're gonna lower that left knee down, curl up for 8, curl, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, beautiful, last one. Rising up, hands to heart center, hinging forward, so we're one long line of energy, making sure we're still lunging that front leg. I know that I've straightened mine for a minute there. Beautiful, hinging forward, arms out front, palms facing back. We're gonna find a wide row. So I'll show you, we're gonna bring our elbows up in line with our shoulders, bringing the weights up almost like on a 90-degree angle here. So beautiful, finding 8 of those. So for 8, squeezing those shoulder blades at the top, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, beautiful. Hands to heart center, maybe we lift our arms up to the sky for a breath. Exhale, hinging forward, releasing our weights, planting our hands, stepping back into that downward facing dog. Again, maybe we want a little bit of a pedal out here before we find the other side. Beautiful. Exhaling our left leg up to the sky and then rounding in, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Three-legged dog, rounding in. 2 more times. Beautiful. Last time. Rounding and then bringing that foot between our hands. Grabbing for our weights. Rising up. Do our high crescent lunge. Again, we can reach our arms up to the sky. Hands at heart center. Oh my goodness, I can't breathe today. We're gonna find a hammer curl this time. So when we curl up, thumbs are pointing up to the sky, palms facing each other. Beautiful. Again, you can stay in a crescent lunge. You don't have to lunge that knee. We're gonna lunge down, curl up for 7 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, whew. Last one, beautiful. Finding hands at heart center, we're gonna hinge forward and we're gonna find that chest fly. So palms facing each other, elbows are slightly bent here, drawing them open and then back together for 8. Squeezing the shoulder blades at the top, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Beautiful, hands to heart center. We can lift them up to the sky. We're gonna exhale, fold forward, letting go of our weights. Right foot meets left, find that downward feet or forward fold, I apologize. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, rising up to the sky. And exhaling, mountain. Beautiful. We're gonna find, probably gonna hate me, but we're gonna find yogi burpees. Now it's not a burpee, it's a semi-burpee. If none of this is in your practice, I invite you just to find some squats at the top of your mat. But I'll show you what they look like. There's no jumping involved. And there's no push-up involved. So we'll start at the top of our mats. I'll just show you, and then we're gonna try to get through 6. So feet are a little bit wider here. We're gonna hinge at our hips, bending our knees, reaching our bum back, planting our hands on the mat. Left foot, right foot back to plank. Right foot up forward, left foot, lowering our bum, reaching out, and then starting that process again. So there's no rising all the way up, there's no jumping, and there's no push-up. So it's almost like a distant cousin of a burpee. Again, if that's too much for you, you can stand at the top of your mat, feet a little bit wider, and just find a deeper squat. Beautiful. We're going to try to get through 6. Just do as many as you can. You don't have to go as fast as I am, finding good form. I might not go very fast. Beautiful. So starting at the top of our mats, feet a little bit wider, maybe almost to the width of your mat. Bending our knees, reaching our bum back, planting our hands, left foot back, right foot back. Left foot forward, right foot forward, sitting down, reaching forward. And then right foot back this time to start. Right, left, reach. Beautiful. Left foot, right, left, forward, reach. We've only got 3 more. Beautiful. 2 more. Beautiful. Last one, and we're gonna hold it, reaching forward here. Hands to heart center. We're gonna find those yogi squats. We've done these before. Again, feet are wider apart. If you can't go that far down, you can lift up. Trying to get our bum almost in line with our knees here. We're gonna lift our bum up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, my quads are on fire, 4, 3, 2, 1, holding our bum there. Maybe we reach our arms out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful, hands forward. Finding a wider leg forward fold. Maybe we heel toe it a little bit more. Maybe we shake from side to side. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Beautiful. We're going to slowly rise up to the top of the mat, finding our mountain pose. Maybe we take a sip of water. Beautiful. All right. Let's get out of our quads here for a minute. We're going to reach for our weights here, rising back up, and we're going to find that goddess squat. Beautiful. So wiggling that out, figuring out where it is. We're going to start with our palms facing in. Now you might only want to do this with one weight because it is going to be a lateral move. And sometimes that's a little bit more difficult depending on how much work you do on your shoulders. And again, there's no judgment. It's just finding what works for you. Beautiful. Spine is nice and tall. Inhaling, exhale, lowering our hips down into a goddess squat. We're going to rise fully up and then find a lateral lift. Weights in line with our shoulders, knees, our elbows are bent. For 8, lift. Nice and slow here. 7, almost like this is active rest. 6, really feel your shoulders working. 5, 4, 3, beautiful. 2, last one. Beautiful, rising up, hands to heart center. We're gonna find warrior 2, right toe pivot forward, arms forward and back, just opening up, palms facing out, elbows bent, always bent with our weights here. Beautiful. We're gonna bring our palms facing down, bringing our thumbs towards our chest, reaching back out, squeezing our shoulder blades together, working our triceps here for 8, 7, again, nice and slow. 6, no, you can drop your weights at any time. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Beautiful, hands to heart center, left hand to left hip, right arm just extending here, exalting our warrior. Beautiful, hands to heart center, rising up out of that, finding our goddess squat for one more set. This time, arms down, palms facing in. We're gonna lower, lift, upward row here. So elbows out to the sides, hands towards our shoulders. For 8, really squeezing at the top. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Beautiful. Hands to heart center. Finding a quick warrior 2 on the other side. Arms open. Palms facing up. We're going to find that bicep curl. So squeezing together and then back out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Beautiful, all the way out, hands to heart center, right hand by our right hip, left arm reaches up. Beautiful, hands to heart center. We're gonna lengthen that out, heel toe into the middle. And we're gonna find some standing, just a quick standing core before we move down to the ground. Again, you can use one weight or 2 for this. Just checking our time too. We're good. Beautiful, so finding mountain, again, wherever is comfortable for you. If it's available, we're gonna reach the weight up over our head. We're gonna root into our left foot, right toe is just gentle on the mat here. And then we're gonna squeeze to the side, elbow into our knee, stand back up. Really feel this like your obliques are working. You're not using the weight. The weight's just there to help you and give you a little bit more resistance. You can drop the weight as well, and you can just put your hands behind your head, whatever is better for you. Beautiful. So if we're gonna do this for 8, really squeezing in, lower, squeeze those obliques. 7, 6, 5. Know that we don't always have to be laying down doing crunches to work our abs. 4. I know we're less than that. 3. I lied. 2. And last one on this side, then immediately over to the other side, rooting into the right foot. Left toes off the mat. 8. Squeezing there. 7. And just going to where you still have stability. 6. As long as you're squeezing your obliques, you're still working. 4. I lost balance there. 3. 2. Last one. Beautiful. If we have the weight, we can let that go at the top of our mat. Beautiful. Finding mountain pose for a breath. We're going to inhale up to the sky. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, planting our hands. We're going to step back into our kneeling pose. We're going to do a couple different exercises with the weights in kneeling. The reason we're going to do that is we're going to take the legs out of it completely so that you're really working your shoulders and your arms. So we're going to try an overhead press. Beautiful. Starting with our goal post arms here, maybe a little bit lower. Squeezing our shoulder blades together here. And then as we exhale, reaching them up to the sky and then bending them back for 8. Nice and slow. 7. Beautiful. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Beautiful. Maybe we bring our arms down for a breath. We're going to find one more before we do some glutes and then stretch out because time flies. Beautiful. We're going to find our goal post arms again. And then we're going to squeeze our elbows and our weights together and back out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Beautiful. Hands to heart center. We can lower our weights, keep them just at the sides of our mat here, and then lowering all the way down to our backs. We're going to start with our bridge pose, then some quick core. Beautiful. So finding whatever bridge pose feels for you. With weights, sometimes you don't want your feet too far in. Maybe you want them a little bit further out. As long as your hips and knees are in alignment and your knees are pointing straight ahead, that's all we're looking for here. Beautiful. If it's available, we're going to bring our weights to our just above our hip creases here. We're going to inhale, and then as we exhale, lift our hips up to the sky. They don't have to go very far. Squeezing our glutes together here. Exhale, lower for 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. We're going to hold it up here and we're going to do a little bit of hip tick. So we're going to tip our left hip up to the sky and then our right, almost like a boat here, rocking a boat for 12, 11, 10, 9, not a lot of movement, but just enough that you feel each side of your glute here. 4, 3, 2, 1, up and down for 12, 12, squeezing at the top, 11, not letting your glutes fall all the way down to the bottom at the bottom, 9, 8, I think I added an extra one in there, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Beautiful, lowering that down. We can release our weights. Maybe a knees to chest feels good here for a breath. Beautiful. We're gonna reach our legs all the way out to the front and we're gonna do this, the Oh my goodness. Curls with straight legs. If that doesn't feel good for you, you can also find curls with bent knees. You can also find your tabletop legs and just two toe taps on either side. So finding whichever variation just to work our core a little bit here at the end. If your legs are all the way out, really rooting your heels into the mat. Arms just gentle, or fingers just gentle behind our head here. Inhale, exhale, lifting our shoulders off the mat, and then lower. For 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Beautiful. Lowering that down, bending our knees. We're going to find one more. You can do this weighted or non-weighted. We're going to reach our legs up to the sky. Legs can be bent. Beautiful. Reaching the weight up above our chest. And then as we exhale, we're going to lift our shoulders off the mat, reaching the weight towards our feet. Now know that this movement should come from lifting your shoulders, not pushing the weight forward. This is all core. We're just using the weight for some resistance. We're going to go for 8 of those. So 8 and lower. 7, again, trying to get our shoulders off the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Beautiful. We can lower that down, drop our weights. Maybe we hug our knees towards our chest. Maybe you even find a happy baby here if that feels good. Or maybe we just pull our knees towards our armpits, opening up our hips. You can rock side to side. Beautiful. We're going to lower our feet to the mat. We're going to find our figure 4 stretch quickly on either side. Right ankle below our left knee, right toes are flexed. Maybe we hug that in, maybe we don't. Breathing into our tight spaces here. Beautiful, releasing out of that. Maybe we windshield washer from side to side before we find that on the other side. Left ankle below the right knee whenever you're ready. Left toes are flexed, hugging that in. Beautiful, lowering that down, uncrossing. Maybe we windshield washer for a breath. Knees bent, feet on the mat, reaching our right or our left arm over our head, rolling over onto our right or our left side body. And we're just gonna find kneeling for a second because we did really work our quads there. We're gonna sit back on our heels. Maybe this is stretching them out enough for you. Maybe you reach your hands back a little bit more, making sure your knees are as low as they can. Maybe you can lower your forearms to the mat, keeping your legs on the mat. I can't right now, but maybe you can. Maybe you just bend your knees, give a little bit more of a stretch in the front side there. Beautiful. We're going to walk forward. We're going to find our tabletop. Fingertips spread nice and wide. Maybe a couple rounds of cat-cow feel really good. Maybe rolling out our hips here, circling them out. Doing whatever your body says it needs. Beautiful. We're going to reach our right foot to the back of the mat, lifting those toes off the mat, rounding in as we're bringing that right foot in between our hands, rising up into a low lunge again. Beautiful. Maybe we find a little bit of movement here. Maybe we come up and down to open that up. Hinging forward, left wrist underneath our left shoulder, opening to the right. Beautiful, right arm around, planting the right knee meets left, tabletop. Left leg back this time, rounding in, bringing that foot between our hands. Again, rising up. Maybe we find that little bit of a movement. Maybe we don't. Gentle opening here. Beautiful, exhale, hinging forward, right wrist under right hand, left arm extending. Left arm reaches around, left knee meets right, tabletop. Tucking our toes, lifting our hips up and back, downward facing dog. Maybe we paddle this out. Beautiful, holding downward dog here for a breath. We're gonna inhale, float forward like a wave to our plank or our kneeling plank. And then we're gonna lower all the way down to our bellies here. Untuck our toes, squeezing our shoulder blades together, inhaling up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. One more time. Nice baby cobra, resetting our spine. Exhale, lower. Pressing up, kneeling plank or plank, hinging up and back. Downward facing dog. Bending our knees, walking our feet to the top of the mat, finding that forward fold. Maybe we hold into opposite elbows. Maybe we rock side to side. Maybe hugging your arms around your legs feels good. Head is nice and heavy here. Maybe we shake our head yes, and then no, and yes again, releasing that tension. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, rooting down, rising up to the sky. Exhaling, cactus back bend here, squeezing our shoulder blades together. Inhaling up. Exhaling, finding our mountain pose. We're gonna inhale up to the sky. Exhale, opening to the left with a nice gentle twist. Beautiful left arm circling around, reaching up and then opening to the right. Right arm up here, exhaling up to the sky, hands to heart center. Left hand in our left pocket, reaching that right arm up to the sky, really reaching along through our fingertips. Maybe this feels good, or maybe you want to tip over to the left, rooting into the right foot. Beautiful, coming back to center, right hand in our right pocket, this time left arm extending, reaching through those fingertips. Again, maybe a nice lateral reach feels good. Maybe tipping to the right, rooting into our left foot. Beautiful, coming back to center. Taking a couple breaths here, inhaling nice and slow up to the sky. And exhaling down to heart center. One more time, inhaling nice and slow. Exhaling down through heart center. Thank you so much for joining me once again this week on this beautiful sunny day. I hope you get to enjoy it. The love and the light in me truly sees and honors the love and the light in each of you. Namaste. Thanks, ladies.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Laura. That was
Laura.
great. Have a great week.